Let me back up here for a moment. Just call attention to a few things. This is in the science room. You can see Science Corporation equipment in the background. These guys are doing electric circuits. There's a writing class in the reserve room. Group of young teen girls who wanted to form a debate team and organized it and did so. There's Eva Marie doing her chore, window washing, and a quiet reading in the library scene. Lots of outdoor activity at most democratic schools. In this case, there's the Gardening Corporation doing an experimental plot. Now here's something you Texans don't see, right? That was a huge snowball they worked on for a very long time, and what you can't quite see is that just beyond that point is a very steep hill. Their project was to roll an enormous snowball and then watch it go down the other side of the hill, which it did, and they watched with great glee. The project included probably 20 people during the course of it. It was great fun. We play a lot of capture the flag and outdoor games. And these kids built a fort and then came to school meeting and wanted to sleep overnight. And that's a story in itself. I'm going to move on now. Fine arts, also lots of activity possibilities. I'm not sure if you can see it, but Selena has her iPhone sitting there, and she's playing music, reading it off the iPhone. These folks going caroling at the retirement community next door. We have lots of artists, lots of musicians. We do, the Music Corporation sponsors performances. Cooking is always a popular activity at school. There's Sadie building a rocket in preparation for the Science Corporation's annual Rocket Day, helping you build rockets and then launch them on a day when everybody is watching. Cooking Corporation does several cooking contests each year. That's the happy judges there. They're doing the judging. This group worked for 2 years to plan a very ambitious field trip. They raised about $10,000 and then went on a 16-day trip to the West Coast from Pennsylvania. For 16 days, they hiked, they saw tourist attractions, and they wound up, they had planned their itinerary, actually hour by hour. They wound up in the middle of a desert in Oregon, which was the whole purpose of the trip and the plan. And from that desert spot, they watched the great American eclipse of the sun. So they worked 2 years to plan that. And this is them leaving on that trip. We have a group every year we call responders. These are kids who have spent usually 2 Saturdays and some time at school to become Red Cross certified in first aid, CPR, and AED operation. And they memorize a list of things they're not allowed to do. They do an apprenticeship with our medical officer. They get appointed by school meeting, and then they respond to minor injuries. So they'll get a cold pack for a child who's got a scraped knee or a bumped elbow or something like that. It's a very high status thing for kids to achieve that, and it takes a lot of work to do it, and they're very proud of that. And in any given year, about maybe 15% of our students will become trained as responders and serve on the responder team. And Gwen is doing the training for that right now. We have, as many of the democratic schools do, we have a free enterprise system. People are free to buy and sell things, and we have a couple of tables reserved for that purpose. Morgan provided me with one of my very favorite sales items. He's selling fake vomit for 25 cents a pack. And he did very well at it.